Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! My voice is kind of gone today and I'm not sure why. I think I'm getting sick, I don't know. I'm so sorry this video is up so late. I had a really weird evening with Danny. We were playing Super Mario Brothers, like that, in case you're not as old as I am, except isn't it becoming popular again? I don't know. Anyway, but the original Super Mario Brothers we've been playing, we played that tonight. We wanted to spend some time together and have some fun, so we did that. It was really fun, and then I fell asleep on the beanbag out here for until about 2 in the morning. And it's like 3 in the morning now, I think. And yeah, so like I didn't make a video because I fell asleep. Where is my voice? It keeps going more and more. I'm really, really sorry. So I'm going to try and get through what I want. I can't even talk. I'm going to try and get through what I wanted. Oh man, that was epic. Oh, I'm so embarrassed right now. You can't tell, but I'm blushing. I can feel it inside. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today was, as you can tell from the title of this video, I wanted to talk about the fact that I get a lot of questions about how much do I weigh. And today I wanted to make kind of a more elaborate video, I guess, about this, but since I just woke up an hour ago and I'm like way late, I'm just gonna have to sit here and talk through what I can without my dentures falling out this time. Hopefully, we'll see. So a lot of people ask me, Shanny, how much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh? And obviously I very, very, very rarely talk about my weight. I think I have once on Instagram Live, and like I've talked about how much I used to weigh a long time ago, and I've talked about like the amounts of pounds that I go up and down, but I never like talk about numbers. And I really shouldn't even talk about the amounts of pounds that I'm going up or down, because I get that that's triggering. If I were to come on here and say, hey, I'm feeling horrible about myself this week because I gained 10 pounds, then a lot of you out there might be like, oh, is that a bad thing to gain 10 pounds? Well, I just gained 10 pounds. Does that mean it's a bad thing? You know what I mean? So I really try and steer clear of talking about weight. And I guess it got me thinking today, because I was like, what is it about us eating disorder sufferers that feel like we need to know how much other people weigh? Obviously, it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's like we want to compare ourselves. But to go even further than that, I think it's more, for me anyway, like I'll be watching a video on YouTube about somebody with an eating disorder, and they'll be talking about something along the lines of, well, I got on the scale today and I was so upset by what I saw or whatever. And my first thought is, well, what did you see? Why are you not telling me? Why can't you tell me what you see? And that happened to me today. And I was like, why do I have to know? And it's because I think I have to, or I feel my eating disorder voice is telling me that I need to hear how much another person weighs so that I can then put my weight against theirs on a scale level. So like, for instance, if someone were to tell me they weigh a certain amount of pounds and I am 10 pounds heavier than that, then I would look at that person and be like, oh, that's almost what I look like, except I'm 10 pounds heavier. You know what I mean? Or that's almost what I look like, except I'm 10 pounds lighter, whatever the case may be. And that's not, I mean, I kind of feel like even people without eating disorders do this, but for us, it is such a dangerous thing to play with numbers like that and to worry about what other people weigh compared to you. But I was telling Danny, though, however, that since we moved into this new house, first of all, I smashed my scale a long time ago. You guys know that, but we still had another scale that was way too expensive and I didn't want to smash it. And I would weigh myself maybe once or twice a week on it after I don't know, a couple of months, I think, of not weighing myself at all. And then I would just start weighing myself like a couple times a week. And then when we moved, I can't find the scale. Danny could be lying to me. I've asked him over and over. He says he doesn't know what it is, where it is, but he could be lying, and he probably hid it from me, which is smart. I get that. But now I'm going through this thing where I don't know if I've gained or lost weight, and I've got people in the comments telling me that I look like I've gained a ton of weight. And then I've got other people in my life telling me they think I've lost weight. And so right now, this is why I want to talk about this today. Right now, my mind is playing tricks on me, and it's just so stupid how it does that. It is so mind-boggling if you think about it, because I took that one comment, someone left a comment saying that I had gained a lot of weight recently, and then I didn't tell I didn't tell Danny about that. I didn't tell Paul about that. I did tell Paul. That's true. I didn't tell my sister, or I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anybody that I like normally see face to face in real life about that. And then someone in my real life told me the other day, they're like, you look like you've lost a lot of weight. And so then I went home and looked in the mirror again. And before, I saw myself as ginormous. And then I looked in the mirror again and I was like, whoa, I have lost weight. But I was exactly the same weight, probably, because it was in within a day. And it is so funny how numbers can play with our minds, and also how people's comments can play with our minds. And I think for me, it's really, really important, especially because I have to deal with a lot of people out there that don't understand eating disorders, and that don't understand how bad it hurts to make any comment about weight. Sometimes even good comments trigger us, like I just said. Like that person told me, hey, you look like you're losing weight. Went home and looked in the mirror, and I was like, whoa, I want to keep losing weight. And so how do I know how to do that? Oh, my eating disorder. Like, that's the first thought I go to. So it's like it's trouble either way. And that's why I think a lot of eating disorder channels and mental health channels, and anybody who understands this type of thing, does not talk about their weight. And I think that's why I have never talked about my weight. And believe you me, I want to. I am one of those people where I feel like I need to give you guys a number, but I know that that would trigger a lot of people, because you see me on a daily basis, and there are days where I tell you I feel huge, and there are days where I feel really confident. I don't tell you, but I feel really, really confident or beautiful. And I would hate for someone to misinterpret that as if I were to say I weigh a certain amount, and then you weigh that exact certain amount, and you happen to be my height, my build, everything, and I think that that's a bad thing in the moment, or you've seen me say in the past that that's a bad thing to be at that weight, or that I feel fat and I feel gross and I feel worthless, then that translates to you as, oh, well, then I'm fat and worthless and stupid. And that's not what this channel is about. What this channel is about is us learning to love ourselves um, despite the fact that we are being told constantly by not only the world, and sometimes family members and friends and strangers, and for me, YouTube stranger troll people, all of those people are making comments about our weight and triggering us, some without knowing, some with knowing. But just even without all of that, we also have on top of that our eating disorder voice that's in our head, and it makes it 10 times worse than what we hear outside of our head. It just takes what we hear and just blows it up into something that it's not. So I guess I just will say that I'm hoping that maybe I'm trying, like I've tried so hard to not talk about my weight, but I have slipped a couple times, and so I just want to apologize and say that I'm sorry if I triggered anybody or made anybody feel less than, because you're not, and I'm not either. Even if I have gained a certain amount or lost a certain amount, or I look a certain way or whatever, I'm really, really starting to learn that it's more about just how I feel inside. And I think I've been forced to learn that the past few weeks because I haven't had my scale. I weighed myself at my mom's house when I was there cleaning, and I had gained 4 pounds, and then I lost 6 pounds, and then I gained 8 pounds, and then I lost 10 pounds, and then like it just fluctuates all the time, and that's normal. Even if you don't have an eating disorder, if you're normal, like it's so hard for one person to keep the exact weight forever and ever and ever. It is normal to fluctuate, especially as women. I'm on my period right now for the second time in the past month, which is a whole nother story, and it's really lovely. um, Oh, what was my point? Oh, but when we're on our periods, I personally gain 4 pounds when I'm on my period. Sometimes I've gained up to 8 pounds on my period. So right now I know I'm at least 4 pounds heavier, but that's natural. That's normal. We are being flooded and filled with the blood, and it's got to come out in weight somehow, and it does. That's what periods are for. That doesn't sound right though. Do I shed 4 pounds of blood? Wait, I don't know how periods work. Never mind. I just know I'm on it and it hurts. So, anyway, so I just wanted to talk about this because I wanted to first get my, like, I would love to tell you my weight. I would love to talk to you about that, but I'm very worried about triggering you guys. I'm past the point that it's triggering me, my weight. And but it still could trigger you guys, so I hope you can understand. And also, I just would challenge you that if you have a hard time with this, if you have a hard time with numbers, and if there are people in your life that are constantly bringing up numbers or constantly making you feel bad for your eating disorder or for not having, or whatever, like anything that has to do with weight and numbers, if you're feeling bad about that, just try and remember how you're feeling inside, and that that's what's most important. And you know your truth. You do. And this is a statement, you know your truth, that I'm going to be talking about a lot coming up, because it's something that I've recently learned, and it's really, really important. So just keep in mind that it's not all about numbers. It's not all about sizes. It's not all about looking a certain way. Sometimes it really, actually all the time, it really is just about how you feel inside and how you are as a person that makes you beautiful. So don't ever forget that, and I promise I won't either. I'm doing my best. I mess up. You're doing your best. You mess up. And with that in mind, I would like to give a quick shout out to my good friend Emily Vegan Flower. I have not watched your video yet. I'm about to go listen to it while I chop up my watermelon, but I did see the title that you had a relapse, and Emily has not binged and purged in 5 years. And I guess she binged and purged last night, but I'm going to go watch that video now, and I'll link that video below if you want to go check it out. I'm very, very not excited, but like eager to see it and see how you are. But I'm sure that you're hurting, and I'm sure that you're feeling disappointed, but I also know that you've come so far that you know that it's just a mess up, and you can try again, and relapse happens, and it's okay. I don't even know if I'd call it relapse yet. I don't know, but just know that I love you, and I'm praying for you, and that I think of you every day, and I'm really sorry you're going through this, and I love you. So everybody, please go and subscribe to Emily. She's the one that got my channel boosted in the first place. She found my channel when it was just a couple hundred subscribers, and saw so much good in me and my potential, and made a shout out video for me, and my channel grew from there. And so I'd love it if all of you guys will go and subscribe to her now, those of you that aren't already. That would mean a lot to me, and I know it would mean a lot to her, and she deserves it. She's one of the most amazing people I've ever seen and met in my whole life. I've never met her in person, but I will someday. So anyway, I love you so much, Emily. I love you, I love you, I love you. So okay, so the rest of you, I love you so much. Remember forever and always, really, really remember that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too, and it's what's on the inside that matters. Be healthy, be happy, and I love you, and thank you for watching. Bye! I love you guys.